it's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The Raiders at 9-4 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And See, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Nick Folk kicking off for New England.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Brady. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Patriots 14, Raiders 7. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 14, Raiders 7.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once again, it's Jacobs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Brady.
Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Brady now on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fair catch. Gain of 25 yards. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 27, Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and going.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know we're still in the first half.
And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. This one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Cole. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this one too low.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And this one complete to Smith. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Henry here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Brady now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. McCarr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Play action. Now it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. A good pickup there at 22. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 35 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Raiders 16.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with the 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Patriots.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Here's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
37, Raiders 16. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. What now?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He's got a man complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Finding room at midfield. Still going. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage. Brady down to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The tackle by Nate Hobbs. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Brady. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season. Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second down at 4. Up the middle, Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, they're going to call a timeout. Run the football.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
He's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Again, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And here come the whistles on a timeout with 7 seconds left.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, have to be careful not to give out too many kudos.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about being